This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment and S4 Tactical Gear. Links are in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. We appreciate y'all watching. Today we are taking a look at the the dueling tree from Primeaux Targets here out of actually Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah, pretty close. Local guys.
Yeah, local guys. He's actually a Louisiana and Texas-based company. I found that out. But we contacted him a while back and was talking to him about maybe doing a review, and some things kind of got mixed up, and we finally got hooked up with him and picked up a target. When I went and saw him, he said, what you got in mind? I said, it don't matter, man, whatever you think. He said, I'm thinking this dueling tree. I'm like, all right, we can do it. So the really cool thing about this thing is it is pistol rated. It's pistol rated for any pistol caliber you can think of. So if you want to shoot 50 AE all the way down to 22, it'll take it. Now your 22s may not make it swing, but everything else will.
9mm will for sure.
Yeah, 9mm will for sure. And one thing that I've noticed with it is it doesn't matter necessarily where you hit it. If you hit it in the circle, it's gonna swing, and not all swinging targets do that.
Yeah, some of them you can hit them on the end and they won't even
swing. Well, a lot of times you really got to hit them like right in here to make them swing. Yeah. But this one, you can hit it pretty much anywhere and it's gonna swing. It's 3/8 AR-500 steel, and when you're looking for a steel target, if they're not using AR-500, they're doing it wrong. They are completely doing it wrong. And these guys, they do it right. They're doing AR-500. There's several different things that I look at in steel targets. One is, what is it made out of? Well, it's made out of AR-500. This is 3/8 AR-500 on these plates too. Second thing is, are the welds good? You know, when you're talking about putting a target like this together, all these little pieces have circle tubing welded in where these actually slide into place. And if the welds are not good, when you go to shooting it, all this is getting banged around every time you shoot it. So the welds will end up giving on you. So it's very important.
It's only as good as its weld.
That's exactly right. It's very important that the welds are good. Number three, what I look at is how easy is this target to take down? You know, we have a piece of steel that to get it first set up, you had to have a socket set. And that's fine. Once it's set up, it's set up. But if you want something that you can take down real easy, throw in your truck, take to different ranges, take to different classes if you're a teacher or whatever, the stuff from Primeaux is really cool because everything takes down by hand. You don't have to have any kind of special tools. These just slide in and out, which is pretty par for the course for steel. But they have little bolts back here that you unhook, and this whole thing comes off, and then the stand, you just throw it all in your truck, so it all breaks down really compact. And that's really cool if you're going to travel with it, or if you're going to move it, you know, just moving it around the range and stuff.
And for me, one of the biggest things, guys, is safety. You're shooting steel, you know, you got lead hitting this.
Yep. It
can fly back, it can cut you worse than what you think.
Absolutely.
You can actually end up with an arterial bleed just from some shrapnel.
Yep.
What's super important is the angle that it's going to sit at. Now, he recommends that you shoot this at, what, 10 yards?
Probably, yeah, 10. That's usually about the going rate.
And at this angle, it may not show up in the camera, but the way he's got the stand set up, I mean, it's got a good angle to it. And, you know, when we set it up for the first time, you know, I didn't have any worries about it. You know, you shouldn't. Yeah. And for those of you guys that have never shot steel and maybe you're wanting to get into steel, you don't leave steel sitting straight up. No,
it has to be angled down so when the bullet hits it, it throws it to the ground.
Yeah. And you can see from us shooting it, it may not come up on camera, but like there's the shrapnel is going right where it's supposed to. It's hitting the bottom of the stand here.
Yep, absolutely. The color is cool. Color is what it is. It's going to come off, but you know, I kind of like the green with the black on the other side. You know, it's kind of it's just, I don't know, it's just cool. I like it. But like I said, color's gonna go. The more you shoot it, the more the color's gonna go. So, you know, it is what it is. But another thing that I really look at on a set of, on any kind of steel target is the stand itself.
Yeah.
A lot of companies make stands as cheap as they can make them.
Yeah.
And what happens is you get a really light stand, and when you start putting rounds on that steel, that stand starts doing this. And pretty soon you're going to shoot your target over if you don't anchor it. So a lot of times you got to carry extra crap. You got to carry some kind of something to stake that thing down where it won't come loose. Well, with these guys, with Primeaux targets, the way their stand is built, it is super heavy duty, and this sucker doesn't move. No, it does not move. Yeah, we've put several rounds through it, and it just stays right where it's at, no matter what. You can tell here that we've actually hit the angle iron some. Angle iron. Some
of this is shrapnel, but it's taking some direct hits.
It's taking some direct hits here and there, and all it does is just rocks back and comes right back into place. So the stand is really important, and we're going to roll in some pictures that I was sent of some of the different products that they make. And if you look at them, all the stands are high quality stuff. Everything that they make requires no tools to put it together, except for like your they have like the stand where the targets are up and you shoot them and they all come down, and you can pull it and they come back up,
which is super cool.
Those are super cool. Now that one may require some tools, I don't know for sure, but like your IPSC targets, your circle targets, all that kind of stuff, they got a hole cut. You can run a bolt through if you want to, I would imagine, but they come where you can just hang them on a hanger. And that's really cool, because if you
shepherd's hook,
a shepherd's hook works. You just use a shepherd's hook. They will provide you with stands. They make really great stands, but if you have some shepherd's hooks, you can buy some circle targets, throw a shepherd's hook in the ground, throw a circle target on there, and you're good to go. I really like the way they have everything designed.
The best thing about this target is the price point.
Yeah, the price on this target is $350.
Which is stupid for a quality dueling tree, guys.
It's very reasonably priced, and all of their targets is reasonably priced. I know we always preach, you know, buy once, cry once, and if you want something quality, spend money, but every once in a while you can find something that you can get a pretty decent deal on that's still great quality, and these guys are knocking it out of the park when it comes to their prices. They got a website that's up and running. We're going to leave a link to it in the description box. Primeaux targets, go over and check them out. They've got some really cool stuff, and the one thing that was told to me when I started talking to him about what he wanted said was they like a challenge. So if you have something that they don't offer, or that any company doesn't offer, they'll be glad to try to build it.
Fabricate it.
You know, that's really awesome that a company is willing to step out of the box like that and say, yeah, if you want it, we'll try to make it. You know, not a lot of companies do that. And they can make anything. I've seen pictures of animal cutouts that they've made. I've seen all kind of stuff. So there's a lot of options there with these guys. And like I said, if they don't have it, you message them, they'll make it. So you can't really complain there. You can't go wrong there.
I mean, any of you hunters that are that shoot long range, I mean, you're shooting out 300 yards or more.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have some steel to,
yeah,
you know, verify your hits. That way, you know, you don't have to go chase it down every time.
And if you don't think that their stuff is tough, I'm going to roll in a picture of a, I believe it was a 3/8 AR 500 plate, which is rated for pistol, was shot with a 50 BMG, and it didn't penetrate.
Yeah.
It left a dimple, and that's it. Yeah. One thing I will say about this is all the rounds we have put on this, it is smooth as a baby's bottom. There is no dimpling at all, which speaks wonders for the metal. Yeah. I feel like it's rated for pistol. I feel like you could probably shoot it with rifle. It would just dimple it. We're not going to do that, but I feel like you probably could. I just think that it would hold up. It's tough stuff, man. It really is great stuff.
To me, though, the most impressive things are the stand, the quality, like out the box, like ready to go, the stand, and then everything at that price point.
Yep, absolutely.
Because a lot of times you can get the good steel, but you can't, you know, you gotta pay a good bit more for the stand. And like you said, sometimes they skimp on the, you know, where they can. It's usually on the stand. So.
Yep.
Good stuff, man.
You got anything else to say about it?
No, brother. It's been fun. We appreciate, you know, his support for the channel and sending this out. I mean, this is excellent. We didn't expect him to send us.
No, not at all.
Tree. We just, you know,
not at all. And it's going to get some really good use out here on the range. So anyways, guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you put them in the comment section below. You can always jump over to the Facebook page. We always get into a more in-depth conversation there. We will also provide the link for Primeaux targets in the description box below, as also along with our sponsors and affiliates and akmtactical.com. Anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be safe.